Good afternoon. It's Bill coming at you live from Santa Monica. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm supposed to say a little bit more. I'll have to watch the other one again. I did like that one. It seemed the most original to me. I finally did get a message back from my new friend, which actually was quite a relief to me because I get so excited with I call it karma. Like for me, I just feel it, and I can be. I'm so honest to one way that it can be awkward, I guess. And so I sent a text saying, if I didn't mean to offend. So it turns out that she's lesbian, which is great because I've already told you there's no woman in the world that could ever put up with me. But I mean, I could see that's why I started thinking, oh my God, she's gonna think that, and I was so relieved to hear that. I was like, oh God, thank you, because I don't think about things like that, because I don't know why I don't put things together like that. I don't see the inappropriate behavior in it. I do eventually, and it's not really inappropriate, I guess maybe my friendliness could be misguided or mistaken, I guess. It's not meant to be, but I can see how it happens. But it's because I feel karma. I mean, I know. Just by the way I read. It won't happen the first time, but I mean, we've corresponded many times now, and I just know. And so, like I said, I knew I was going to have a good day today. I planned on it. It was when I got to that particular part into that message to me, I stopped reading and it to write to her. So, and I'm gonna send her this one so she can see it. Just so she knows I'm sincere. I mean, she knows me by now. I'm not gonna say something. I have nothing to gain in telling her anything other than the truth. So, it just made my day even easier to be happy, which is great. So, I have started I've made my decision. I don't know when, but I'm not staying in Santa Monica anymore. I mean, there's a million reasons, but the biggest reason is I can't even, it sounds silly, but if I move, I can get my food stamp card back because they'll give me a new caseworker and a whole new case. That's how screwed up this system is. I literally have to move, and I don't know if it's by design because it's anywhere. So it's not just because Santa Monica's so wealthy. It's just because the system is that messed up. But I literally cannot change my own address, and I can't stand working with my caseworkers anymore because it literally drives me that crazy. I mean, I get that irritated. So, and I know I'm supposed to be talking about something pleasant, but the only way I get this out of me is saying it. And, I told you, I'm not a violent person. I got no interest in it. And, I'm a hunter. I am. I only hunt what I need. I'm not going to hunt for any other. I'll hunt with a camera otherwise. I mean, I catch and release fish constantly, and I know how to do it properly. If I think that if it's fought so hard that it's suffered bad enough that it's not going to recover, I'll let it sit there in my hands, and if it can get there, and I know that it didn't, because if it gets a scar, it's gonna die. So you might as well have it for dinner, unless you'd rather it go to the bears or whatever. I mean, however it goes, it's gonna go. I do the fishing for the sport, not the actual catching of it. Is the part I like. After keeping it, I don't need the trophy. Well, any trophy you get these days is just a picture anyway. They don't even mount the real fishes anymore. You can get it done, but it's quite expensive. Anyway, I'm babbling. Sorry. I haven't talked anything about card. I am still going to do it. That doesn't need to happen in Santa Monica. I can be anywhere. I'm trying to figure out, because I'm so close to getting that third brain surgery, neurosurgery, that I'd be an idiot to leave before that's. It's taken me almost 2 years. Well, it is over 2 years now to get this appointment. So I'd be an idiot, literally, to mess that up. So, but that's not going to be a huge recovery time. It's not inpatient. I think it's a 7 to 10 day recovery, I think, that's easy. That's nothing. I think I'm going to have another. I think it'll be the T by the time I'm done. It's either going to be a cross or a T. I don't know. I don't think they know. That's what I get. That's they're supposed to call me to do another MRI. They were supposed to do that last week, I think it was. Maybe 2 weeks ago now. So, yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago Friday, so over a week. Why was I babbling about that? No idea. It's probably a good thing I stopped. Alright, anything funny? There's always something I just have to think about it. Ooh, sorry. I know what it was. My friend comes over. He lives in the building that I used to live in. That's how I know him. But by now I'd know him anyway. But either way, excuse me. He lives on this side, and it's where I always meet my caseworkers. And I told you, if they finally get to the point where they get in their car, I'm screaming. I don't mean it to get there, and I hate saying it, but I'm the one handicapped. It's your job, and I know I could do it better, but I can't do it. I'm not allowed to do the job. That is literally the torture I go through. I can see exactly how to fix the problem, and I can't do it myself. They won't let me. I'm not a caseworker, so they won't give me this secret code to type in and say, this is blah, blah, blah. I'll make up a name, and we need to change his mailing address so he can get a new card. Literally. And she has the code. She won't stay on the phone long enough to hear all of the things. She's in such a hurry to go and do the next caseworker improperly. So instead of doing anything properly, she does all of it improperly. And I'm not mad at her. It's not her fault. It's her superiors. She doesn't know how to do their job. They don't know how to do her job. They don't know how to do their job to train her to do. I mean, there isn't somebody to talk to in this organization that has the ability to do a job right. I mean, I've gone as high as I can go, and I still can't get to somebody that knows how to do their job right. Everybody I have spoken to is a finger pointing at somebody else. There's never everybody. There's not one single person that takes responsibility for anything. Nothing. How can there be organization if there is no responsibility? I'm asking. And I've done all I can do, because they literally have closed all the doors that I tried to open to be as polite and kind as I can. And I know I'm ranting and raving on this one. I am. But I got to do it, because otherwise it'll be haunting me all day. And they botch these things. This is why I do it on here. But I've had it. I literally have had it. I'm mentally retarded. The definition of it. The amount of pressure and stress that they add into my life daily, supposedly trying to relieve my problems, that I have one doctor that I speak very highly of, and I have on here. She is worth her weight in gold and then some. And so far, that's the only one I can put that title with. I'm not saying there aren't others. I forget people. But right now, the team of people that I have, I don't hate them. I don't. I'm not mad at them. They'll get all consumed in the legal end of it, I'm sure. But that's not my fault. I have done everything I can do without causing myself literally physical and emotional stress on myself. It's insane. It's insane. I am literally at the end of my rope with them. So, and I'm gonna take care of all of the little things that I gotta do, and I'm gonna buy my land. I've had it. I can't. It's how I grew up, and the doctor that I do speak to, and I'm sure I won't be able to speak with her anymore, but that's a shame. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. I know I'm in the end of my rant. I do apologize, but that's the only way I can get them out of my mind. Because, I mean, I'm sure that's what happened to me all my life. But since the injury, I have to, part of what I have to do is, I have to resolve things that I want to say irritate, but I don't know that this is the right word. Unresolved. Whether they're irritations or not. I mean, if I don't have a girlfriend, but if I wanted to send my girlfriend a roses and I forgot, I would that would I would have to come up with a method in my mind to never do it again, because first of all, if I wanted to give her roses and she didn't get them, that's the worst. And there's no way to apologize. So, I have to come up with a way not to do it. And that's everything. So, if it's a problem, whether it's good or bad, I got to think about it until it's solved. I mean, and it could be days, weeks, won't matter. I'll keep, and I mean, it's not like it's right in front of me. It pops in the back and it'll be quiet and do its thing, but it's always working. It's weird. How you doing, Greg? He's mad at me. He's the one who was trying to sell me the bike yesterday. I'm not gonna buy a problem. I'll buy a problem. I'll buy a problem all day long. In fact, I'd rather buy a problem. I'm not paying top dollar for a problem. That's how I work. And that's why I said I want the farm I'm looking for. I don't even want a farm. I'm gonna build my own. I'm gonna build my own anyway. And I have two different ideas. One, it doesn't matter. One's going to be a log home. I mean, a real log home. And more of a lodge than a home. And I have some other ideas that I might incorporate into that. Not necessarily for money savings, but for it to be technically advanced. So I have franchises for all sorts of different stuff in the building industry. So I have franchise for ICFs, which is insulated concrete forms. I use Fox Blocks. That's who I have a franchise with. I have a ton of different building methods that I'm going to do. Some of it's going to be timber frames, some of it will be sawn, not hand sawn. I'm not hand sawing anything. I mean, I do, but not when it's 14 inches in diameter at the small end. And my daily postal guy. How long? Okay, 18 minutes. I got 2 minutes. I get so distracted. I forget the time I'm wasting. I know right now it's still, well, now it's going to be a whole bunch of problems coming. This is why I have to be careful when I buy. My wife and I, well, we weren't married. We didn't get married until we were in the hospital. Well, she was in the hospital. And I made the mistake of finding two lots on Sebago Lake, and but I didn't pay attention to the neighborhood so well. You know, I wanted to be on the lake because that's how I grew up. Apparently, my father, either I was spoiled rotten or just my father, that's the way I think my father wanted it. Because we always lived in the middle of vacant land. And I mean, if we were, we'd have our neighbor would be, you could see it if you were lucky to maybe through the woods. That's how close it would be. But that I'd have 200 acres that we'd own behind us that my playground, I'd call it. And so that's how I grew up. And now being in a city, especially one that's Santa Monica, I love Santa Monica. Don't get me wrong. It is a beautiful city, but the distance. To live here, you'd need a lawyer. I got away from lawyers for a reason. I have them. I still use them. I hate talking to them. I told you in one of my other films. I made my deal. If we're going to renegotiate, because I got to show up and deal with this, then we negotiated too early. If I got to get irritated again, it's going to cost them more. So I didn't want to get irritated the first time. That's why I got you. With them, I've given them so many times. It's not even funny. All of them. I was trying to be nice. I wanted to live here. I'm not going to fight this hard to live someplace. It's just, it's not worth it. I'm not that young. If I was 10, I wouldn't be able to fix this place. So, I'm going to just do what I can do, and I'll end up having to make another charity. I'll call it Santa Monica. It'd be a waste of money to actually have it in Santa Monica because they don't know how to do anything with funds. So. Oh, shit.